All
Yes,
right,
sir.
man. Let's look at this because I tuned into the Texas Bowl and I'm like, wow, 38 scholarship players on this team. Wow, this is a skeleton of a team right here. This is not the LSU team that is loaded with talent. And even though they've had two consecutive disappointing seasons, could pull off a game like they did against Alabama or Florida and jump up and because they've got that kind of talent. You know, you went from, for example, having the best tandem of cornerbacks in college football heading into 21 to where are the scholarship cornerbacks? We don't have any. There's a couple guys running around, and that's all we've got. So I was trying to decipher, watching the game, listening to the game. Okay, who's going to be back? Who's going to be impactful? Who doesn't really matter because they're probably headed out the door or they're buried on the depth chart, and they just need players out there, so they're getting their shot tonight. You mentioned the offensive line. So let's start there in terms of NFL departures. We just passed a date where early entries could make their declaration to the NFL draft January 17th. So where does this offensive line stand? Who are the candidates to fill in and make this thing go in 22?
Yeah, so, it's kind of hard to really fathom this, but LSU is going to have to replace 4 two-year starters on the offensive line. Now, the positive side of it is that LSU's offensive line has been mostly meh these last 2 years. Obviously, in 2020, they weren't really good. At the end of 2021, their new offensive line coach, Brad Davis, did a better job with the group. And they lose Ed Ingram, who was a big contributor to the 2019 team. And then they also lose Austin Deculus. So going back to the transfer portal, it's where LSU has really been killing it, led by Miles Frazier of Florida International. They also picked up a really solid offensive lineman from ETSU, and I don't think they're done there. I think they're going to look for more playing time coming out of the portal. And look, they had some players step in and play some snaps last year, Mark, that were okay. But I don't know if they are the answer to be full-time starters on the offensive line. And as you know, you can't win a national championship just with 5 offensive linemen. You need 7, 8, 9 of them. And this is where it gets fascinating, Mark. I'm looking at all the viewers right now. This is where it gets really interesting, is that Louisiana, for the most part, all right, so you see all these great players in the NFL, right? You see Jordan Jefferson and Jamar Chase and all the great defensive players like Devin White and Tyrann Mathieu. But what's interesting is out of all the positions, offensive line has been the one where the numbers aren't quite like the others. And that's in large part due to in-state offensive linemen that Louisiana produced haven't really been all that great. Now, there's been some, but it hasn't been as good as the other positions, right? So this is where recruiting becomes a big deal. Georgia's starting center was a guy by the name of Cedric Van Pran, who was a top 100 player coming out of New Orleans, and he was really good. There's no other way around it. He was really good. So in this cycle, Mark, LSU had not one, but 2 elite 4-star offensive linemen. That is Emory Jones out of Catholic High in Baton Rouge and Will Campbell, who's a North Louisiana Tiger. Those guys were both top 250 guys. I even see Emory Jones being very underrated. I think he's the best player in the class of 2022. I think he's so severely underrated. Those 2 guys could obviously help out and play right away next year, but I don't think Brian Kelly's really going to want that in year 1, playing so many true freshmen.